Hello, it's Stephanie here from HMO Heaven, and this is the first in our new series of videos which is specifically for HMO investors, and it's for HMO investors who are thinking of investing or already invest beyond the area in which they live. So it's for you who want to build up a portfolio of HMOs in different places across the UK. As you know, when you get it right, HMOs can be a fantastic way to build wealth and get those returns month after month and year after year. And what this series of videos will do is deliver all those insider tips to help you make the right decisions as you invest remotely. But we've all heard the horror stories too, and you don't want to find after buying that you've bought on the wrong side of the street or the wrong side of the tracks, or that you can't get planning for your property, because remember, lots of areas vary, and here in Wales you now need planning permission for any property for 3 or more people from 2 or more households. So there's lots of nuances to learn about the area that you'd like to invest in. I've made this video the number 1 in the series because it's the question that I'm asked the most. I get calls from investors every week who found us on Google, and their top question is now the right time to invest in HMOs in Newport? And that's Newport in South Wales, because I know there are a few Newports. This is the Welsh one. And the answer is yes and no. So the answer is yes, because Newport is currently receiving massive investment. Newport is part of the Cardiff Capital Region City deal, and that is worth £1.2 billion. And Newport's getting a good significant part of that investment. On top of that, the government investment is also being leveraged with £4 billion, they expect, of private investment in this region. And let me give you just one example of the many different investments. Newport is now a semiconductor hub. Semiconductors are important things which are used in our smartphones, they're used in robotics, and Newport is going to be the hub. 38 million in a new semiconductor centre in Newport, which is going to attract engineers from all around the world to Newport. And that's just one of thousands of projects which is going ahead in Newport. And the big one is that the toll is being removed from the Severn Bridge, and it's happening on the 17th of December this year. And that's going to make a huge impact, because Newport is in a perfect location, sandwiched between the property hotspot that is Bristol on one side, and we've got Cardiff on the other side. And now with the new rail links, Newport is just 1 hour and 50 minutes away from London too. So it's a great area, massive potential, great investment to this area. And so things are really changing here. And so if you think about it that way, now is a good time to invest. Property is still affordable here. People are coming here. But if you call the local letting agents, what they're hearing from local letting agents is that no, now is not a good time to invest in HMOs. So the first thing to say is, please do not put your HMO with any letting agent that tells you that now is not a good time to invest in HMOs. Some agents are single let agents, and although they might do HMOs, really you need an HMO specialist. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that the reason why they're saying this, the reason why that some agents are saying that now is not a good time to invest in HMOs in Newport, is because they're not able to fill the rooms. The reason they're saying that is they can't fill the rooms. There used to be a thriving student market here, so it's a group on a single AST. That's gone now. The courses have moved away from Newport. So what many agents do not want to rent out the rooms, buy the rooms, because it is time consuming. It does take more dedication and diligence than managing a single let. And they're finding that that's not what they want to be doing now, and that it's not easy, they find, to fill the rooms now. I feel if you have a dedicated HMO specialist working with you, then you can fill your rooms. You do need to be diligent on how you finish the property, how you refurbish the property, and your local agent will be able to explain to you what matters and what doesn't matter. We've become experts at seeing what works, seeing where to spend the extra, and typically it's the inexpensive add-ons that really sell a property. Because what you need to know is that once your refurb is done and your property is ready, that your agent will be able to manage it and provide that same level of cash flow for you month after month and year after year. So what we find that we get many landlords who coming to us say that they've had their property refurbished and ready for tenants about 5 years ago. They've had it with a letting agent and it did fine in the beginning, but now 5 years on, one example last week was that the owner now has 3.5 tenants. It's fully managed with the letting agents, but only 3.5 tenants. Yes, half a tenant. I'll explain that in a moment. And that owner is losing money. And what's happened with that letting agent is that one tenant has said they're only paying half rent, and the agent has advised the owner that they will no longer chase the tenant, that they've asked the tenant for the rent. The owner now needs to chase the tenant if they want that rent. So it is mind-boggling, because then what service are you actually paying for? But that shows you what can happen if your property is not managed diligently. What you want from your agent: look after your tenants, maintain HMO compliance, maintain your asset very cost effectively, and deliver you those great returns on your investment. Now, if you have an average agent, you'll get poor results. You'll end up paying £50 for changing a light bulb. That's quite a regular occurrence. Maintenance will be expensive, but it won't be the sort of maintenance that's going to create equity and value within your property. You'll have a deteriorating asset and increasing voids. If you're in the process of choosing a letting agent anywhere in the country to manage your HMO investment for you, I've got an important video that you really need to watch, and it's called the 5 questions that you must ask your HMO letting agent before you give your property to them. We spend so much time analysing the deal, looking at the property and the location and everything else, and forget that crucial bit that from the moment you have your property ready to go, the managing agent becomes the most important part of your team. And it's good to spend a little bit of time working out which agent is going to be the best agent for you and is going to deliver your results long term. So that's it for this one. If you liked that video and found it useful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please do give me a call or book a call back with me. I absolutely love talking to investors, and I'll give you help as much as I can wherever it is in the country. So until next time, I'll see you again. Bye for now.